Welcome to HD Rare Coins111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The story of the 1999 Connecticut-Washington State quarter dollar begins with a spark that ignited the hearts of collectors all over the United States. This quarter wasn't just another piece of change, it was a miniature work of art, a coin that told the story of a state filled with history, nature, and legacy. When it was released, people from every corner of the nation eagerly looked for it in their pocket change, hoping to find one with a unique feature or a hidden error that could make it incredibly valuable. The Connecticut quarter was part of the first year of the famous 50 State Quarters program, a program launched by the U.S. Mint to celebrate the spirit and individuality of each state in the Union. For Connecticut, the Mint chose a design that perfectly represented the state's character, the legendary charter oak tree, an icon of strength and independence. The charter oak wasn't just any tree, it symbolized freedom and defiance. According to legend, in 1687, Connecticut colonists hid their royal charter inside the hollow of this mighty oak tree to protect it from being seized by the British. This act of quiet rebellion became a defining moment in Connecticut's history, and the U.S. Mint beautifully captured that story on this small, shining coin. If you hold a 1999 Connecticut quarter in your hand, take a closer look at the reverse side. You'll see that massive, intricate oak tree, spreading its branches with timeless grace. Every branch, every line, and every curve of that design reflects deep attention to detail by the engraver, T. James Farrell. His artistry made this coin one of the most admired designs in the entire State Quarter series. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. But in 1999, the U.S. Mint refreshed the portrait slightly to fit with the State Quarter series' new design style. Even though it carried the same image of Washington, the Connecticut edition had its own personality, sharp, bold, and full of pride. The Connecticut quarter was struck at three major mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint added its own mint mark, P, D, or S, right beside Washington's ponytail on the obverse side. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint created special proof versions for collectors. Now, while millions were made, not every Connecticut quarter is equal. Some carry rare minting errors that make them worth far more than their face value. These errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers, flaws that transform a simple 25-cent coin into a collector's treasure. Among the most prized Connecticut quarters are those struck on experimental planchets, or with unique die varieties. Some of these coins exhibit doubled features on the tree's branches or uneven surfaces caused by die wear. Others might have a missing letter in the inscriptions, an error that instantly boosts their rarity and appeal. Collectors and treasure hunters often spend hours examining their coins under magnification, searching for one of these rare traits. The excitement of possibly holding a valuable Connecticut quarter in your hand makes this hobby thrilling beyond words. The 1999 Connecticut quarter marked a special moment for the United States Mint. It was part of the very first set of state quarters ever issued. Because it was released early in the program, the public's enthusiasm was unmatched. People stood in lines at banks, exchanging bills for rolls of freshly minted quarters just to get their hands on one from Connecticut. Over time, many of these coins were spent, lost, or worn down. But a few pristine, uncirculated examples, especially those with striking errors, became highly sought after by collectors and numismatists. Those few lucky individuals who kept theirs in flawless condition have seen their value skyrocket over the years. The combination of historical depth, artistic brilliance, and rarity makes the Connecticut quarter a cornerstone in American coin collecting. It captures a chapter of our nation's story, how a single state's defiant spirit became immortalized on a piece of metal that travels through time. Imagine the journey of this coin, from the powerful presses of the U.S. Mint to cash registers, pockets, and perhaps your own hands today. Every Connecticut quarter has lived a story of its own, passing through countless people before landing in the hands of someone who sees its true worth. Collectors often say that the Connecticut quarter represents roots of freedom, and rightly so. The Charter Oak reminds us that liberty must be protected, even in the smallest of acts. The U.S. Mint honored that message beautifully through this design. When looking for valuable Connecticut quarters, experts advise checking for coins with strong strikes and minimal wear. Proof and silver-proof versions, in particular, can command high premiums if graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. Some collectors have discovered Connecticut quarters with unusual toning, iridescent colors caused by chemical reactions over time. These coins, though not errors, are often valued for their stunning visual appeal and uniqueness. Another aspect that adds allure to the Connecticut quarter is its sentimental connection. For many Americans, it represents childhood memories of collecting the first state quarters, placing them in folders, and learning about each state's story. Connecticut's design stood out for its beauty and meaning, often becoming a favorite among young collectors. The historical legacy of the Charter Oak lives on today, not only through history books but also through the millions of coins that carry its image. Even though the original tree fell during a storm in 1856, its legacy endures with every Connecticut quarter still circulating today. The elegance of this design is timeless. Whether viewed through a magnifying glass or held in the palm of your hand, the Connecticut quarter captures something rare, a perfect balance of art, history, and pride. For coin enthusiasts, finding one of the rare high-value examples is like discovering buried treasure. These quarters, especially those with unique minting errors or perfect condition, can reach astonishing values in the collector's market. Many numismatists still search through old coin rolls, estate collections, and inherited boxes, hoping to stumble upon a Connecticut quarter that hides one of those tiny but valuable imperfections. It's a quest fueled by curiosity and the love of American history. If you ever come across a Connecticut quarter that looks different, perhaps with a missing letter, doubled features, or unusual texture, don't overlook it. You might just be holding a small fortune. This simple 25-cent piece, minted in 1999, continues to fascinate collectors worldwide. It represents not only Connecticut's story but also the beginning of a national coin collecting movement that united millions of Americans. Its charm lies not just in its design, but in the mystery it carries. Because even today, new discoveries about these coins continue to surface. Some previously unknown varieties have been found decades later, keeping the excitement alive. The Connecticut Washington State Quarter Dollar, born in 1999, is more than a coin. It's a piece of American spirit, a symbol of resilience, and a treasure that continues to inspire. And believe it or not, one rare Connecticut quarter has been sold for an incredible price of $110,000. If you have a Connecticut quarter, look at it closely. You might be the next lucky collector to discover a hidden gem. Comment below about your coins, and we'll help you find out more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts, and like this video so more collectors can join this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. Top 2. The story of the 2013 Fort McHenry Washington State Quarter Dollar is one that brings history, bravery, and pride together in a coin that truly represents the heart of America. Every detail on this quarter tells a tale of courage and resilience that echoes through time, reminding us of a pivotal moment when the United States stood firm against all odds. When the Fort McHenry quarter was released, it became an instant favorite among collectors and history lovers. It wasn't just another coin, it was a tribute to a fort that played a heroic role in the War of 1812, a place where the American spirit refused to break even under heavy bombardment. That battle inspired the words of our national anthem, "The Star-Spangled Banner." The coin was part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which honored national parks and historic sites across all 50 states and U.S. territories. Fort McHenry National Monument and Historic Shrine, located in Baltimore, Maryland, earned its place in the series for the courage and endurance it symbolizes. The reverse design of the Fort McHenry quarter is both powerful and poetic. It features the fort during the Defenders' Day celebration, with fireworks bursting in the night sky above the strong, star-shaped fortress. This scene captures not only the fort's history but also the joy and pride of a nation celebrating its resilience. The design was created by artist William C. Burgard III and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill, both renowned for their detailed and expressive work for the U.S. Mint. Their collaboration resulted in a design that shines with meaning and artistic grace. The obverse of the coin, as always, displays the familiar face of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Though this portrait has appeared on quarters since 1932, the Fort McHenry edition gives it new context, a symbol of leadership paired with the courage that defended the young nation. This quarter was struck in 3 major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced the standard circulation coins, marked with P and D, while the San Francisco Mint crafted proof and silver-proof versions for collectors. These special proof coins feature a mirror-like background and crisp details, making them prized additions to any collection. For most people, the Fort McHenry quarter might seem like just another piece of loose change. But for sharp-eyed collectors, this coin hides a world of discovery. Certain minting errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers, have transformed some of these quarters into rare and valuable treasures. Imagine holding a small piece of metal that carries the story of a nation's perseverance, and knowing that it could be worth a small fortune. That's the kind of excitement that surrounds the Fort McHenry quarter. The real magic of this coin lies in its symbolism. Fort McHenry was the site where American troops successfully defended Baltimore Harbor from British attack in September 1814. Despite heavy shelling that lasted through the night, the fort held strong. When morning came, the American flag still waved proudly over the ramparts, inspiring Francis Scott Key to write the words that would become the Star-Spangled Banner. That flag, that fort, and that victory became symbols of unity and courage, and the U.S. Mint honored them beautifully with this 2013 quarter. Collectors around the country remember the excitement when this coin first entered circulation. People began searching through change, hoping to find one with a flawless strike or an unusual minting feature that could make it rare. The thrill of the hunt made coin collecting even more popular, especially among those who loved the history behind every design. Even today, uncirculated and era varieties of the Fort McHenry quarter continue to attract attention in the collector's market. Some have been graded by professional services like PCGS and NGC, reaching impressive auction results due to their condition and uniqueness. One of the most remarkable qualities of this quarter is its blend of history and art. The way the fireworks sparkle above the fort in the design feels almost alive, a celebration of the fort's role in protecting American freedom. It's as if every spark in the sky tells a story of bravery and hope. The Fort McHenry quarter also holds sentimental value for many Americans, especially those from Maryland. For them, it's not just a coin, it's a symbol of home, pride, and the enduring power of patriotism. Collectors often treasure proof and silver-proof versions of this coin, which were struck in limited numbers. These coins, preserved in their original mint packaging, have become popular collector's pieces, especially those that remain in pristine condition without any blemishes. Sometimes, coins with light toning or natural rainbow coloring due to oxidation become even more desirable. Each one develops its own personality, making no two Fort McHenry quarters exactly alike. The Fort McHenry quarter also serves as a reminder of how coins connect us to history. They're small pieces of art that pass through countless hands, carrying stories of who we are and where we've been as a nation. Even though millions were minted, only a few exceptional examples are considered truly rare today. These include coins with distinct die cracks, planchet errors, or off-center designs that occurred during the minting process. For many collectors, finding one of these special Fort McHenry quarters feels like uncovering a hidden treasure. It's a thrill that keeps the spirit of coin collecting alive generation after generation. If you ever come across a Fort McHenry quarter that looks slightly different from others, perhaps the strike is uneven, or there's something odd about the lettering, it's worth taking a closer look. That small difference might mean you've found something extraordinary. From the historical design to the fascinating mint errors, every Fort McHenry quarter holds a story worth exploring. It represents courage, endurance, and a moment in time when the American flag became a beacon of hope for an entire nation. As years go by, these coins continue to grow in value, especially those that remain in uncirculated or proof condition. The pride they carry ensures that collectors will cherish them for generations to come. The 2013 Fort McHenry Washington State $quarter stands as a symbol of the unbreakable American spirit. Its design reminds us that even in the darkest nights, our flag still waves high, just as it did over Fort McHenry more than 2 centuries ago. And believe it or not, one of these rare Fort McHenry quarters has been valued at an astonishing $67,000. So, check your coins carefully. You might be holding a piece of American history that's worth a fortune. Comment below about your own coins, and we'll help you find out more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video so more collectors can join this fascinating journey into the world of rare coins. Top 3. The story of the 2018 Voyager's Washington State $quarter is one that beautifully captures the heart of nature, the spirit of exploration, and the quiet majesty of America's wilderness. When the United States Mint released this quarter, collectors and adventurers alike were drawn to its stunning design, a tribute to the breathtaking Voyageurs National Park in Minnesota. This coin wasn't just metal pressed with images. It was a celebration of one of America's most peaceful and pristine landscapes. Voyageurs National Park is a place of water, rock, and sky, a paradise filled with lakes, forests, and wildlife that tell the story of centuries of human connection to nature. The U.S. Mint's decision to feature this park on a quarter was a fitting tribute to the explorers who once traveled its waterways in search of trade and discovery. The Voyageurs Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This ambitious series honored national parks and historic sites across every state and U.S. territory, bringing nature and history together in the palm of your hand. On the reverse side of the Voyageurs Quarter, you'll find an image that feels alive with the serenity of the wild. The design features a majestic loon gliding across the still waters of the park, surrounded by the rocky cliffs and dense pines that define the Minnesota landscape. The reflection of the bird in the water adds depth and realism, making this one of the most visually peaceful designs in the series. The design was created by Patricia Lucas Morris and sculpted by Joseph Mena, both celebrated for their remarkable ability to capture life and motion in their artwork. Together, they created a coin that feels less like currency and more like a painting, frozen forever in silver and nickel. The obverse of the coin carries the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This iconic image has graced quarters since 1932, symbolizing leadership and the enduring values of the United States. Even though it's a familiar face, the Voyageurs edition carries a fresh energy, connecting Washington's image to the untamed beauty of America's frontier lands. The coin was minted at 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint added its mark, P, D, or S, on the obverse side. Circulating coins came from Philadelphia and Denver, while the San Francisco Mint produced special proof and silver-proof versions, which are especially sought after by collectors. Although millions of Voyageurs quarters were made, a few special ones stand apart. Some of these coins feature unique minting errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. These rare imperfections transform an ordinary quarter into a collectible worth thousands. Collectors often examine their Voyageurs quarters under magnification, hunting for those small differences that make a huge impact on value. The thrill of discovery makes every coin hunt an adventure of its own, just like the explorers who once navigated the park's waterways. Voyageurs National Park, located near the Canadian border, is named after the French-Canadian fur traders who paddled these same waters centuries ago. They were called Voyageurs, meaning travelers, and their courage and curiosity helped shape the early history of North America. This coin captures that legacy perfectly. Every detail of the loon's feathers, every ripple in the water, and every pine tree in the background tells the story of untouched wilderness, a reminder of America's natural beauty that still exists today. When the Voyageurs Quarter entered circulation in 2018, collectors immediately fell in love with it. Its elegant and peaceful design stood out among the bolder images of other state quarters. Many even consider it one of the most artistic designs of the entire America. The beautiful series.in proof form, the Voyager's quarter, looks even more spectacular. The mirror-like background contrasts beautifully with the frosted image of the Lune, giving it a three-dimensional appearance that glimmers in the light. Collectors know that condition is everything. Uncirculated Voyager's quarters, or those graded highly by professional grading services, can fetch impressive prices. Proof and silver-proof coins, kept sealed in their original packaging, continue to grow in demand. What makes this coin truly special is its calm beauty. While other designs celebrate battlefields or historic monuments, the Voyager's quarter celebrates peace, nature's quiet strength that has endured for centuries. For Minnesotans and nature lovers, this coin is a treasure that represents pride in their land and a deep respect for the wilderness. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, the call of nature remains timeless. The Voyager's quarter also captures a deeper message: the balance between man and nature. The gentle Lune gliding through still water symbolizes harmony and respect, qualities that resonate with collectors and environmentalists alike. Some collectors have found coins with beautiful natural toning, shades of blue, gold, or violet that appear over time due to chemical reactions. These colorful variations make each coin unique, and many consider them miniature works of art. The America the Beautiful series was meant to inspire appreciation for the country's heritage, and the Voyager's quarter does that beautifully. It reminds us of a simpler time when explorers followed rivers under open skies, guided only by stars and courage. Over the years, the value of certain era Voyager's quarters has risen dramatically. Double die strikes, clipped planchets, or even subtle die cracks have caught the attention of serious numismatists. These rare varieties have been known to sell for thousands at auction. The combination of beauty, history, and rarity gives this quarter its unique charm. Every collector who holds it feels connected to the same spirit of adventure that once drove the Voyagers themselves. For beginners in coin collecting, this quarter is a great reminder that even modern coins can hold incredible stories and surprising value. Checking your pocket change could lead to an amazing discovery. The Voyager's quarter isn't just about money, it's about passion, heritage, and the appreciation of America's landscapes. It stands as a symbol of exploration, reminding us that discovery doesn't always happen far away. Sometimes, it's right in our hands. Its legacy continues to grow as new collectors learn about its significance and beauty. Many believe that as time goes on, pristine examples of this coin will become even more valuable. The Voyager's Washington State $quarter from 2018 is more than a coin. It's a timeless reflection of America's natural wonders and the fearless spirit that explored them. And incredibly, one rare Voyager's quarter has been valued at an astounding $38,000. So check your coins carefully. You never know if you're holding one of these treasures from the wild heart of Minnesota. Comment below about your own coins, and we'll help you find out more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video so more collectors can join this amazing journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Top 4. The story of the 2001 Kentucky Washington State $quarter is one of pride, history, and the timeless beauty of America's heartland. When the United States Mint released this coin, it didn't just represent a state, it told the story of Kentucky's deep heritage, its love for freedom, and its unbreakable bond with the land. This quarter stands as a shining tribute to one of America's oldest states, where rolling hills, grand horses, and the spirit of independence all come together. The Kentucky quarter was the 15th coin released in the 50-state quarters program, one of the most popular coin series ever created in U.S. history. It was officially launched in 2001, and its design immediately captured the hearts of collectors across the nation. For many people, it wasn't just another coin, it was a symbol of Kentucky's rich culture and proud traditions. The reverse side of the Kentucky quarter features an elegant scene that perfectly captures the state's identity. In the foreground, there's a majestic thoroughbred horse standing gracefully behind a white picket fence, looking out toward the grand mansion of Federal Hill, also known as My Old Kentucky Home. It's a design filled with emotion, history, and pride. Federal Hill holds a special place in American culture. It's the inspiration behind the state's song, My Old Kentucky Home, a tune that has echoed through time as a symbol of the state's charm and spirit. The coin's designer, T. James Farrell, captured that sentiment beautifully, showing the horse, the home, and the fence in perfect harmony. The horse symbolizes Kentucky's long-standing reputation as the horse capital of the world. The bluegrass fields of the state are famous for raising some of the finest thoroughbreds ever known, and this image on the quarter honors that legacy. The obverse of the coin, as with all Washington quarters, features the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. But in the Kentucky edition, that portrait seems to carry an extra sense of dignity and calm, fitting perfectly with the peaceful scene on the reverse. The Kentucky quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins carry the P mint mark, the Denver mint coins have a D, and the San Francisco mint produced proof and silver-proof versions, each with an S mint mark. Collectors treasure the proof versions for their mirror-like finish and perfect details. When it first entered circulation in 2001, the Kentucky quarter created a wave of excitement. People rushed to banks and coin rolls, eager to find one with a flawless strike or a rare minting error. That excitement hasn't faded even today. 2 decades later, collectors still keep a sharp eye out for special versions of this beautiful coin. The Kentucky quarter's beauty is undeniable, but its value also comes from its rarity in certain forms. Some examples feature minting errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. These mistakes, though small, make the coin extremely valuable to collectors who prize uniqueness. Imagine holding a coin that looks slightly different from others, a small imperfection that makes it one of a kind. That's what drives the passion of coin hunters across America. Every Kentucky quarter could be a potential treasure, waiting to be discovered. One of the most striking features of this coin is how it blends nature, history, and architecture into a single image. The rolling landscape, the proud horse, and the stately mansion all come together to tell a story of beauty and pride that defines Kentucky. The Kentucky quarter's design also speaks to the values of hard work and tradition. The horse stands tall and strong, representing the people of Kentucky, resilient, graceful, and proud of their heritage. The mansion in the background reminds us of the state's historical roots and its contribution to America's early years. Collectors especially love coins that show crisp details in the horse's features and the fence's lines. Well-preserved examples with little to no wear are rare today and command impressive prices in the collector's market. Over time, some Kentucky quarters have developed natural toning, a soft, golden or bluish hue caused by the metal's reaction to air. Far from lowering the value, this toning often increases it, giving each coin a unique, artistic appearance. The state motto, "My Old Kentucky Home," inscribed on the coin adds emotional depth. It connects generations, reminding people of family, tradition, and the beauty of their homeland. This phrase, etched in metal, gives the coin a personal touch that resonates with anyone who has roots in Kentucky. The Kentucky quarter isn't just loved in the state, it's admired across the entire country. Collectors nationwide appreciate its elegance and meaning, and it remains one of the standout designs in the entire 50-state quarters series. Many collectors who began their journey with the state quarters in 1999 often say that the Kentucky quarter was one of the most memorable pieces they ever found. Its calm beauty and strong symbolism make it unforgettable. The San Francisco Mint silver-proof versions are especially dazzling. Their high shine and deep mirror finish make the horse and mansion appear almost lifelike, making these coins favorites among advanced collectors. While most Kentucky quarters are common, a few rare error versions have turned up at auctions over the years, some selling for tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. These unique coins are proof that even something small can hold incredible value. Collectors continue to search for these hidden treasures in old change jars, coin rolls, and even inherited collections. The thrill of possibly finding a rare Kentucky quarter keeps the excitement alive year after year. If you ever come across a Kentucky quarter that looks unusual, maybe a shifted design, extra metal marks, or an oddly thick rim, don't dismiss it. It might be one of those rare errors that make collectors' hearts race. This coin represents more than just Kentucky, it represents the spirit of America itself. A blend of nature, pride, and craftsmanship, the Kentucky quarter stands as a timeless reminder of the nation's heritage and artistic vision. Even today, its story continues to inspire both new and experienced collectors. It's a piece of art that you can hold, a connection to history that fits right in your pocket. The 2001 Kentucky Washington State quarter dollar remains a masterpiece of design and meaning, celebrating the charm and culture of a state that holds a special place in the American story. And believe it or not, one rare Kentucky quarter has been valued at an incredible $95,000. So check your coins carefully. You might be holding a small piece of Kentucky's history that's worth a fortune. Comment below about your own coins, and we'll help you find out more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video so more collectors can join this fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Top 5. The story of the 2005 Minnesota-Washington State quarter dollar is one filled with natural beauty, quiet wonder, and a hint of mystery that still excites coin collectors to this very day. When the U.S. Mint released this coin, it instantly captured the imagination of millions, not only because of its breathtaking design but also because of the rare and valuable errors that appeared on some of its versions. Minnesota, known as the Land of 10,000 Lakes, earned its place in the 50 State Quarters program with a design that perfectly reflects its nickname. The coin beautifully showcases the state's love for nature, water, and outdoor adventure. Every curve and detail on this quarter tells the story of Minnesota's peaceful landscapes and rich heritage. The 2005 Minnesota quarter was the 32nd release in the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most beloved and collected series in U.S. history. Millions of people eagerly waited for each new coin to be released, and when the Minnesota quarter arrived, it became an instant favorite among collectors and nature lovers alike. The reverse side of the coin, designed by artist Charles Vickers, features a breathtaking lakeside scene. You can see a man fishing from a small boat, surrounded by towering evergreen trees and a pair of loons gliding gracefully on the water's surface. Above them, the outline of the state of Minnesota stands proudly, a reminder of its vast natural beauty. The loon, Minnesota's state bird, is more than just a symbol. It represents the state's connection to its lakes, wildlife, and serenity. Its haunting call is something that anyone who's visited Minnesota's lakes will never forget. The designer captured that essence perfectly in the coin's engraving, making it one of the most peaceful and meaningful designs in the entire series. On the obverse side of the coin is the familiar portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan and later modified by William Cousins for the State Quarter series. It's the same proud and noble profile that has appeared on U.S. quarters since 1932, representing leadership and the enduring spirit of the nation. The Minnesota quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint created special proof and silver-proof versions for collectors. Each mint added its own identifying mark, PD or S, on the obverse side near Washington's ponytail. When these coins first entered circulation in 2005, collectors rushed to get their hands on them. But what truly made this coin legendary were the rare minting errors that soon began to appear. Among them, the most famous is the extra tree error. Some coins showed extra trees in the design, small, faint outlines near the right side of the main tree group that weren't part of the original artwork. This error occurred because of die clashes and repolishing at the mint, which left behind faint impressions that resembled additional trees. To an untrained eye, they might go unnoticed, but to collectors, they represented something extraordinary. Suddenly, the hunt was on across the country. Everyone wanted to find a Minnesota quarter with those mysterious extra trees. Dozens of different, extra tree varieties were discovered, each slightly different from the next. Some showed 1 extra tree, others 2 or even 3 faint additional trees. The excitement among collectors reached new heights, as people searched through rolls of quarters hoping to spot that tiny but valuable difference. These rare errors transformed the 2005 Minnesota quarter from a beautiful coin into a true collector's dream. Some of these error coins, depending on the clarity of the extra trees and the coin's condition, have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. The combination of natural beauty and hidden rarity gives this coin its unique charm. It's not just about the design, it's about the mystery, the excitement, and the thrill of discovery that keeps collectors fascinated. The Minnesota quarter's reverse design perfectly captures the calm and stillness of the state's lakes. The fisherman on his boat represents the peaceful pastime that thousands of Minnesotans enjoy every day, while the reflection of the trees on the water adds a layer of artistry rarely seen on modern coins. Collectors appreciate this quarter for its realism and the sense of tranquility it brings. Even without the rare error, the Minnesota design is widely considered one of the most detailed and artistically successful quarters of the entire 50-state series. Proof and silver-proof versions, with their mirror-like backgrounds and frosted designs, make this coin even more stunning. These special issues were sold directly by the U.S. Mint and are now highly prized among collectors who value their precision and beauty. For those who love nature and collecting, the Minnesota quarter is the perfect combination of both worlds. It celebrates the state's connection to its environment and immortalizes it in metal for generations to admire. The Land of 10,000 Lakes inscription on the coin reminds us of Minnesota's vast natural treasures, its countless lakes, forests, and wildlife. This simple phrase adds depth and meaning, turning the coin into a tiny tribute to the wonders of the American landscape. While millions were minted, only a small fraction display those rare extra tree errors, which makes them incredibly valuable today. Some of these varieties are so subtle that only experienced collectors can identify them, but the rewards for doing so are worth the effort. Finding one of these special quarters in your pocket change is like discovering hidden treasure. It's a reminder that valuable coins can appear anywhere, even in your everyday transactions. Collectors today continue to hunt for the different variations of the Minnesota extra tree quarter, carefully comparing their coins under magnifying glasses and bright lights, searching for that telltale sign of rarity. Every time one is discovered, it reignites the excitement that surrounded this coin's original release. Even now, 2 decades later, new varieties and errors occasionally surface, proving that the Minnesota quarter's story is far from over. The U.S. Mint could not have chosen a better design to represent Minnesota. It celebrates not only the state's beauty but also the curiosity and determination of people who love to explore and discover. Each Minnesota quarter, whether common or rare, represents a small piece of American history and artistry. Its story connects nature, craftsmanship, and the enduring fascination of coin collecting. The 2005 Minnesota-Washington State quarter dollar continues to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors and historians. It stands as both a masterpiece of design and a mystery of minting, 2 things that make any coin truly unforgettable. And believe it or not, one rare Minnesota quarter with exceptional minting details and a clear extra tree error has been valued at an amazing $70,000. So, take a close look at your coins. You might be holding one of the rarest quarters in circulation today. Comment below about your own coins, and we'll help you find out more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like this video so more collectors can join this exciting adventure into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins.